Ben, you can unmute us and then start the countdown.
What is the incense you burn? The incense you burn. What is that?
That's spoken word, just the rocks.
Oh, okay.
Take it off, Luke. Take it off, Luke. Wait, Rick, take it off, Luke. Can everyone hear me? Show on. Everyone hear me? Okay. Take it off Luke first. Yeah, take it off Luke first. See the loop box is checked off. Up. Down, left. Up. No, go up. Go up. Scroll up. Just a little bit. No, scroll up. Stop. You see the loop? It says loop.
Oh, yeah.
Uncheck the box. Down. Right there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, now you can do that. And then you can do the what's Mics can't pick it up. On yours? Shalom, everyone. We're going live from our Hanukkah service from the house of David. Okay? Shalom, everyone. All right. Say shalom. Don't end it. Don't forget. Yeah. All right. Shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
All right, shalom. We'll first give all praise, honor, glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, Yahasham, Hamashiach, Yahushai. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone on the live stream hear me? Okay. Just make sure that everyone can hear and see. Okay. Make sure that everyone can hear and see. So say shalom to everyone here at the house of David. Shalom to everyone here at the house of David.
Shalom.
I say shalom to everyone who's watching on the live stream. We are at the house of David. Good? God. Okay, good. Perfect. Okay, again, we are here at the house of David, 191 Howard Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. Again, 191 Howard Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. Okay, perfect. Tonight is a very special night. Okay, tonight is a very special night. It is the first day of the Feast of the Dedication. Khan? All right, it is the first day of the Feast of the Dedication, also known as Hanukkah or Hanukkah. Khan? All right, this is a true holy day that the Most High has allowed us to commemorate us rededicating the temple back to Him, right? And we will rejoice in fellowship in these days because, like I said, these are true holy days, all right? This is a true holy day, all right? The world is getting ready to celebrate Saturnalia, or what they call Christmas, so-called Christmas, right? And then right after that is so-called Kwanzaa, or whatever they want to call it. But these are righteous holy days that the Most High has allowed us, okay? And I use that word for a reason, right? Has allowed us to commemorate the acts and the deliverance that He has given us. So we're going to tonight we're going to go into the backstory and the background of Hanukkah, right? Again, this is an 8-day feast, so we're going to be teaching throughout the 8 days about the history regarding Hanukkah and everything in between. So we're going to open up with...
Yeah, let them know also too, it has nothing in relation or correlation to Christmas or to Kwanzaa.
Right.
If anything, Kwanzaa stole from Feast of Lights, Hanukkah.
Right. The reason why they use that 7 or 8 stick candle thing is because they got it from this. Mm-hmm. All right, they got it from the menorah. All right, they stole it straight from that. But yes, like the elder said, this has nothing to do with Christmas. Nothing to do with Kwanzaa, nothing to do with any other, religious festival that the nations keep in their winter months, because that's just not what we do. Those are pagan days, and this is a righteous thing, okay? Go ahead, Captain.
Yeah, tell them Christmas has nothing to do with Christmas.
Nothing to do with Christ.
Christmas has nothing to do with Christmas, is what I'm saying, or what they say is Christ.
Right.
Actually, it's a Christ Mass. That's the real name. Go ahead.
Right. But yes, no, correct. It has nothing to do with any of this. This is a completely different thing. And the reason being is because those days uphold white supremacy or Edomite supremacy. This is a day or a feast celebration about resisting and overcoming Edomite supremacy. All right. These days, as we're going to read, are about resisting the so-called white man who was Esau, that the Bible speaks of. And we're going to read about that. But before we do that, we're going to talk about where Hanukkah came from. Okay. We're going to start with Leviticus chapter 23. And we're going to jump around. I'm going to do a lot of jumping around. I'm going to throw a lot of verses at y'all and a lot of dates, or a few dates. So I want y'all to, just bear with me, pay attention, right? We hold all questions at the end. So we're going to start with Leviticus chapter 23. We're going to start at verse 1. We'll read down to 7, and then we're going to jump around a little bit, okay?
Read now the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, in verse 1. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast days of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts.
So this is the subject of this chapter, right? These are the feasts of the Most High, right? So these are the feast days of the Most High, right? That's the subject of this chapter, right? Read on.
Verse 3.
Oh, wait, he said these proclaim to be holy convocations. A holy convocation is what? It's a holy gathering where we come together and fellowship and celebrate the things that the Most High has done for us. He said, these are my feasts, meaning these are days that the Most High has ordained. All right, read on.
Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest,
right,
and holy convocation. You shall do no work therein.
Right.
It is the Sabbath of the Most High in all your dwellings.
Right. So the first one he mentions is the weekly Sabbath day. Con? And we're not supposed to do any work, and we're supposed to come together on the Sabbath days. Con? All right. Read on.
Verse 4. These are the feast days of the Most High, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
In their seasons. So each high holy day has a particular season associated with it. Okay. And they have to be in that season. Con?
Con.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 5. In the 14th day of the first month at even is the Most High's Passover.
Right, so the first one we're going to is the Passover, right? Go ahead.
And on the 15th day of the same month is the Feast of Unleavened Bread unto the Most High.
Right, so 14th day even, which is the 15th day, is the Passover, but is also the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right? Go ahead. 7
days ye must eat unleavened bread.
Right, we all know during the Feast of Unleavened Bread, we're to eat unleavened bread for 7 days. Go ahead.
In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation.
Come on.
You shall do no servile work therein.
Right, so on the first day it is a holy convocation. You're not supposed to do any servile work, meaning work for hire. Go ahead.
Verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High 7 days. In the 7th day is an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein.
So we know that the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, we're supposed to have a holy convocation, a feast week. The first day is a holy day. The 7th day is a holy day. And we're not supposed to eat anything with leaven in it for those 7 days. Con? You all understand that, right? Let's move on.
Verse 9. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them,
right,
when ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and you shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
So now we're getting into the first fruits, right? Another high holy day that we are supposed to keep, right? Read to verse 12, please.
I didn't do 11.
I'm saying read to verse 12.
Oh, okay. Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Most High to be accepted for you. On the morrow, after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf and he lamb without blemish at the first year of a burnt offering unto the Most High.
So that tomorrow, the day after the Sabbath day, we were supposed to wave a sheaf offering to the Most High, right? And offer a lamb offering. Now jump down to 15.
Verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Shabbat, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave of offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be
So
complete.
we're supposed to count 7 Sabbaths, 49 days. Go ahead.
Even unto the morrow, after the 7th Sabbath, shall ye number 50 days.
50 days, right? That's where you get the term Pentecost from. Come on, go ahead.
And ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Most High. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2/10 deals. They shall be of fine flour.
Right.
They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Most High.
Right, so we were supposed to dedicate our first fruits to the Most High from our harvest, God. So far we've gone over Passover and it's the first fruits, right? Now I want you to jump down to verse 23, please.
Verse 23. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, In the 7th month, in the first day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath.
So we went over this last about a few months ago, back in September, right? The first day of the 7th month, the new moon, right? Which is the trumpets, the Feast of Trumpets, right? Go ahead.
A memorial of blowing of trumpets and holy convocation.
Come on, go ahead.
Ye shall do no servile work therein,
Right.
but you shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High.
Go ahead.
And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, Also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement.
Day of Atonement. So 9 days after trumpets, we have a Day of Atonement, right? Go ahead.
It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls,
Right.
and offer an offering made by fire.
Now, what does afflict your souls mean?
Fast.
We're supposed to fast, right? No food or drink for 24 hours, right? We all went through that, Con.
Cut.
All right, let's read on.
Verse 28. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Most High your power.
Right, so we were supposed to do nothing. We were supposed to have a complete day of rest on that day while we were fasting. Why? Because we were supposed to make an atonement between ourselves and the Heavenly Father for the things that we had done throughout the year. It's the holiest day of the year, all right? Day of Atonement is the most serious of high holy days, right? And so much that the high priest could only go into the Holy of Holies on that particular day. Con? We all understand and believe that, right?
Con.
All right, let's move on. Did you read verse 28?
Yeah, I read 28.
Okay.
I didn't read 29.
That's fine. You don't have to do that.
Okay.
Jump to 34, please.
Verse 34. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of this 7th month shall be the feast of tabernacles for 7 days unto the Most High.
Right, now we get into the Feast of Tabernacles, right? We had a brilliant time up there in the mountains.
God.
We go there every year. We camp out. We do the Feast of Tabernacles. We dwell in booths, right? And this is what the Most High has commanded us on the 7th day, the 7th month, 15th day, right? Go ahead.
Verse 35. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Go ahead.
7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High. On the 8th day shall be a holy convocation unto you.
So on the first day and on the 8th day shall be a holy convocation. Con?
Come.
Go ahead.
And ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Most High.
Uh-huh.
It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
Go ahead.
These are the feasts of the Most High, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offering and offering made by fire unto the Most High, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon this his day.
Right. So we were supposed to remember when you go into the Feast of Tabernacles, it shows you the outline that of the requirements of every sacrifice for each day of the feast. Okay, there was a particular sacrifice for each of those days. Okay, read on.
Verse 38. Besides the Sabbath of the Most High, and besides your gifts, and besides all your vows, and besides all your free will offerings, which ye gave unto the Most High,
Right.
also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Most High 7 days.
So we're going back into the Feast of Tabernacle, right? Go ahead.
On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook.
So the different branches of different trees that we were supposed to use to make our tabernacles. Go ahead.
And willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Most High your power 7 days.
Go ahead.
And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Most High 7 days in the
So
year.
we were supposed to be dwelling in booths for 7 days. Right? We're still working there. We've gotten, we've done 2 days, 3 days. We've been 3 days, 4 days. Some of us have done 4 days. Eventually, before Kingdom Come, we're gonna get to that point where we're gonna dwell all 7 days. All right?
Right.
We're trying, right? We're working on it.
God.
Most High willing, we get to that point where we can do all 7 days up there in the fields, in the mountains. God.
God.
All right. Let's go on.
It shall be a statute forever in your generation. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th
And
month.
just to show you that we're always supposed to do it. We're supposed to do it
Con.
throughout our generations. It's a statute forever. Con?
Cut.
All right, read on.
Verse 42. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days.
You're supposed to dwell in booths 7 days. Go ahead.
All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt.
Right.
I am the Most High, your power.
Right. Go ahead.
And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Most High.
Right. So we went through all those feasts, right? We went through all these feasts. What was notably absent?
Hanukkah.
Feast of dedication.
Feast of dedication. So there obviously, there's obviously a big controversy or whatever. It's a discussion amongst Israel. Hanukkah was not originally part of Leviticus 23, right? We all understand that. We all know that. However, Hanukkah was still prophesied about.
Correct.
We all understand this, right? Okay.
Could I say something else?
Of course.
Before you get into that part, Hanukkah couldn't have been part of the Mosaic law or the Levitical law because
You
it
said
hadn't
that.
happened yet.
Exactly. And plus, we didn't have a temple yet. We hadn't been in the land.
Right.
We didn't have a temple yet. We only had the tabernacle
Right.
in the wilderness. So how would we have a dedication of
Right.
the temple?
Re means to do over.
Exactly.
And it wasn't, like you said, it wasn't even a temple yet.
There was nothing there. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay.
Okay.
So now we're going to get into the history or the prophecies behind Hanukkah. So we're going to go to the book of Daniel. We're going to read chapter 8. We're going to start at verse 1.
Read out the book of Daniel, chapter 8, verse 1.
Come on.
In the 3rd year of the reign of King Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me, even unto me, Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first.
Right, so this is after Daniel saw the vision of the statue. You know what I'm saying? Where he saw the Ancient of Days, okay? This is after that. All right, go ahead.
And I saw in a vision, and it came to pass, when I saw that I was at Shushan.
Where's Shushan? Anybody know where Shushan is?
Iran.
Thank you. So it was capital of Iran at the time. Okay, that's where the kings were, especially in the winter seasons. Okay, the kings would go live in the capital of Shushan, which is in Iran. All right, go ahead. Remember, where's Daniel at this time?
He was in Babylon.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
In the palace, which is in the province of Elam. And I saw in a vision, and I was by the river of Ulah.
Ulad. Wait, no, he wasn't in Babylon at this time. Where was he? After the Babylonian captivity was
After
the...
He was at
Babylon.
Shushan.
He was in Shushan. So if he's in Iran, where is he? Where's Iran today? I mean, what is Iran in
Persia.
ancient? It's Persia. Okay? Remember, if he's in Shushan, Shushan is in Iran. And he's at the palace, so he's with the kings over
Right,
there.
right.
So he's in Persia right now. Okay? He's in Persia.
Right, okay.
Okay? He wasn't in Babylon. Right? Read on. Where we stopped at? Verse 2?
No, I stopped at, I was going to 3.
Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 3, Then I lifted up mine eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram, which had 2 horns.
Uh-huh.
And the 2 horns were high, but one was higher than the other. And the higher came up last.
Now, what does that mean right there? Anybody know? So he sees a ram. It has 2 horns, right? One horn grew higher than the other horn, but the horn that came up second was the horn that grew up higher. What is that?
The
Anybody know?
Persian Medes.
It's the Persian and the Mede Empire.
And
okay?
the Medes came up.
The Medes came up,
But the Persians
The
were
Persians
higher.
Persians
came
were
up
higher.
right.
Exactly. Okay. So this is the Medo-Persian Empire.
Right.
Okay. That ram represents the Medo-Persian Empire. Go ahead.
But one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last. I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast might stand before him. Neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand. But he did according to his will and became great.
Now, what was happening? What was this ram doing? Now, remember, the ram represents the Medo-Persian Empire. And if he's moving west, north, south, east, all these directions, he's conquering, right? He's conquering the known world.
Conquering.
Because what did the Persians do to the Babylonians? They conquered them, destroyed them, straight up, right? Straight up slaughtered them and everything. Yes,
So the head of gold was going somewhere at the chest.
exactly. Okay, read on.
And as I was considering, behold, an he-goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth and touched not the ground. And the goat had a notable horn between his eyes.
All right, now we getting somewhere, right? A he-goat came from the west, right? Remember, where is Persia?
It's in the east.
It's in the east. It's in Asia. It's far east, right?
So the Greeks are coming.
The Greek,
Right.
there you go.
The
The Greeks are
Greeks are
coming
coming.
from the west,
Yeah.
right? Because where's
So
Greece?
that's the goat.
Europe.
In Europe, Western Europe. It came from the west,
That's the
right?
goat.
And that's the goat. That's the he-goat
Right.
with a notable horn, right?
Alexander.
There you go. Alexander's the so-called great is that horn. Okay, let's read on.
Verse 6. And he came to the ram that had 2 horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran unto him in the fury of his power.
Now notice it said that the goat did not even touch the ground, right? And that he was headed towards the ram with fury. And what did it say? And ran into him in the fury of his power. So that Greek army, especially them Spartans,
It's huge.
huge and just
Swift.
and swift.
Right.
That's what I wanted to get to.
Right.
All right, swift and mighty. Okay, they had weapons that, and them Spartans, they trained them Spartan kids, them Spartan boys, from birth. All right, literally sent them out into the woods, into the forest to fend for themselves, and if they made it back, then they were Gucci. Go ahead, Judah.
Similar to that movie, The 300.
Exactly.
That's who it was.
That's what it was, right? But yes, the Greeks came from the west and ran into Persia with mighty power. Go ahead.
Could I add to that? And even though they were Greeks, the Spartans were black people.
Absolutely.
The Spartans were black. Not is a debate whether or not they're Israel, but I know that they were Negroes. And they said, even in the Maccabees, King Leonidas called the priest, the Levi priest, his brother.
Exactly.
He wrote him a letter.
Exactly.
So we know they were black, and we know they were Hellenized, but
And
I believe in Hebrew.
yeah, me too.
it's possible. You know, there were Hebrews in their army. Absolutely.
Of course, yeah.
But whether they were actual Hebrew men, that remains to be seen. Yeah, Judah.
Yeah, because the first Minutemen was Abraham when he went to go get his people when they took him.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first elite.
They were the first elite. Yes, they were the first elite. All right, go ahead, Captain.
Okay, verse 7. And I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with choler against him.
Y'all know what choler means? It's like a strong
anger.
Hate and anger, yes. He came. Now imagine a goat coming to a ram. First of all, goats are already mean animals, right? If a goat is angry or scared, they're incorrigible. You can't do nothing with them. So he's coming to this ram, a bigger creature, a bigger and stronger creature with swiftness, anger, and hate coming towards him. To do what? Go ahead, read on.
And smote the ram,
And smote him. Go ahead.
and brake his two horns.
Uh-huh.
And there was no power in the ram to stand before him. But he cast him down to the ground and stamped upon him.
Stamped on it. So he's literally stomping this ram out with his feet. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just stomping him into the ground. Trampling him. Right? This one he-goat against this big old ram. Right? Go ahead.
And there was none that could deliver the ram out of his hand.
So no nation could come save the Persians. No nation, not the Egyptians, certainly not us. Okay? Not the Babylonians. The Babylonians were already destroyed.
By said Persians.
By said Persians. All right? The Vikings weren't on the scene. Nobody could come save them. All right? So this he-goat was just putting hoof to behind, if you will. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 8. Therefore, the he-goat waxed very great. And when he was strong,
Right.
the great horn was broken.
Okay, I want y'all to underline that or highlight it. All the above. This verse right here. This is a very important verse when we read First Maccabees.
Right.
Okay, very key. It said that the horn was broken, right?
Means he died.
Go ahead, finish the verse, Elder or Captain.
Yeah.
Elder Captain. All the above.
Okay, a lot of names today. Okay, oh man, all praise. Verse 9. And out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceedingly great towards the south, and towards the east, and towards the pleasant land. And it waxed great even to the host of heaven. And it cast down some of the hosts and of the stars to the ground.
Did you finish verse 8? Yeah, you didn't finish verse
So I didn't
8.
figure.
Read verse 8 again, please, Captain.
Reading out of Daniel chapter 8, verse 8. Therefore, the he-goat waxed very great. And when he was strong, the great horn was broken.
Right.
And for it came up, four notable ones towards the four winds of heaven.
Right. Okay.
And out of one of them came forth a little horn, which waxed exceedingly great towards the south, and towards the east, and towards the pleasant land.
Where's the pleasant land?
Israel.
Israel, that's right. Notice it called it a pleasant land, okay? Go ahead.
Verse 10. And it waxed great, even to the host of heaven. And it cast down some of the hosts and of the stars to the ground, and stamped upon them.
Right. So imagine you picture the symbolism here, right? The he-goat done stomped out this ram, broke its horns, right? And then its own horn broke. 4 other horns broke down, right? Or came out of it, I should say. One of those horns, of those 4 horns, another horn came out, right? and stamped the stars of heaven, and started to expand everywhere. All right, key verses here. Okay, key verses. All right, read on.
Hey, could I add?
Of course.
The stars of heaven they're talking about it is the Israelites. I'm just saying.
Absolutely, 1,000%. All right, read on.
So,
Wait, go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead, sis.
so in verse 8, it's saying that Alexander dies and then his 4 generals come up.
Yes, we're gonna
And
get.
then one of the 4 generals, was it Ptolemy?
No,
No, it's not. It was Seleucid.
it was the Seleucid.
Seleucid.
And out
And
of
he
Seleucid,
just went crazy on everybody.
but who came from Seleucid?
Antiochus
Antiochus
Epiphanes.
Epiphanes.
Yeah, exactly. We're
The
gonna
whole
get
line.
into that.
That was that
Be patient.
horn that came out of the Seleucid.
Yes, we're gonna get there. We're definitely gonna get there. Okay.
No, I have no choice.
Where do we leave off?
I'm around 10 now.
Okay.
I'll read 10 again. Verse 10. And it waxed great, even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the hosts and of the stars to the ground, and stamped upon them.
Stamped upon them, the stars of heaven. Right. Go
Right.
ahead.
Verse 11. Yeah. He magnified himself even to the prince of the host. And to him, and by him, the daily sacrifice was taken away. And the place of his sanctuary was cast down.
Okay. Now we see where we're going with
Here
this,
we go.
right?
Here we go.
All right. Go ahead.
Verse 12. And an host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression. And it cast down the truth to the ground.
Okay.
And it practiced and prospered.
Now what's going on here?
Hellenism.
Hellenism is taking over. Okay.
Good.
Hellenism is taking over. All right. Read on.
Verse 13. Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto the certain saint which spake, How long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgression of desolation,
Transgression of desolation. Go
to
ahead.
give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden underfoot? And he said unto me, unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed.
Shall the sanctuary be cleansed. Now, 2,300 days translates to about 6 years.
6 years.
6 years and some change. Okay? 6 years and some change. All right? That was verse 14?
Yes.
Okay, so read verse 14 again, please.
And he said unto me, unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed.
Right, shall be cleansed. Shall be cleansed. Shall be cleansed. So I want you to highlight, I told you to highlight verses 8, right? And then I want you to highlight verse 12. And I want you to highlight 11 and 12, okay? And then I want you to highlight verse 14. Those are the key verses that show you what Hanukkah comes from, where Hanukkah comes from, the prophecy of Hanukkah. That someone was going to come and desolate the temple, and then it was going to be downtrodden for a period of time, and then it shall be cleansed. Okay? It shall be cleansed. Now, let's jump into First Maccabees. All right? Now, the book of the Maccabees is in the Apocrypha. All right? Now, we all know that the Apocrypha was in the original King James Bible.
God.
It is bridged between the Old and New Testaments, right? It was written to show us how we got from the Medo-Persian Empire to actually the Roman Empire. That in between was missing.
Right.
All right. For all those who are not, are not aware or don't know or wonder why we use the Apocrypha, it's the missing information that we require to complete the picture of how we get to the New Testament. Okay? Because the Old Testament ends with Malachi, and then you just jump to the New Testament with Matthew. How do we get there? This is how we get there. We got to go through the Greeks. Okay? Unfortunately, the Greeks are a major part of our story.
God.
I say that unfortunately because it's the Greeks. Okay, they're part of everybody's story, and we're no different. All right.
Could I add a little something
Of course.
about the Greek? And a lot of our people, they're concerned about the other nations, and their chief concern about what's wrong with the so-called white man that we call Esau. This is why they don't know this history about what the Greeks did back in BC times, and they're the same generation, the same people.
Yep, and the same thing with the Romans.
Right.
Okay.
But I just said the Greek first because it's basically like no record other than the Apocrypha of the Greeks, really, unless you go to Josephus.
Right. And not only that, this is the start of white supremacy
Absolutely.
in the earth.
Absolutely.
This is when white supremacy began in the earth.
Began at home.
At home, right? Okay? So let's go to the Apocrypha.
Yeah.
First Maccabees 1:1. Okay, I'm gonna try to speed through this chapter because it's a long chapter, but it gives the background of everything. Okay? And I'm gonna throw some dates at y'all, but bear with me. I promise you, it'll be, we'll get through it together. We're gonna go on the journey. Okay?
We want to.
First Maccabees 1:1. Okay?
Reading out the first book of the Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian.
Macedonian, right? So he's still an Edomite. However, he wasn't even Greek. He was Macedonian, which is today Albania. Okay, that's where they are. He was an Albanian. He wasn't even Greek.
Fine.
Okay, read on.
Who came out the land of Chetin.
Right over there in Albania. Okay, them Albanian mountains. All right.
Albanian bad boy.
Go ahead.
Albanian method,
Had smitten Darius.
Babylon.
Wait, hold on. Say that again, Judah.
I'm sorry. What did you say then? Albanian.
He was an Albanian bad boy. That's what he said.
Okay.
He was because Alexander wasn't a Greek. He was a Macedonian,
Right.
which is Albanian.
Okay.
Okay, read on. Start from the top.
Okay. First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chetin, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians, and me.
Now remember, what did the he-goat do to the ram?
Stamp him down.
Stamped him down. Right. We're going to start to connect the verses here. The he-goat snapped he smoked the ram, broke his horns, right, and stomped him out. Okay. Go ahead.
This also show you that when it talks about horn, it's talking also about
Power.
rulership.
Yep, powerful people,
Kings.
rulers, kings. Okay. This is a war between kings.
It's even showing you the sizes of the horn.
Exactly. A little horn versus a big, great horn and 4 notable horns.
Fine.
Now, write this down, right? The Medo-Persian Empire. Does anybody know when it rose to power? I know, Ben, you know. The Persian Mede Empire, when did it rise to power? Medo-Persian Empire. When did it rise to power?
Around 500 BC.
550 BC.
Right after
the Babylonians.
There you go.
Now, what happened in 586 BC?
Persians had a war. With the Greeks.
No.
Hmm?
Then what happened in 586 BC?
Babylonians sacked Jerusalem.
Exactly.
But let me catch up. You said,
So the Medo-Persian Empire,
Well,
no, it rose to power in 550 BC. Okay, 550 BC. Then I asked what happened in 586 BC. So it was a very short time period between us and, well, what happened to us in Babylon and the rise of the Medo-Persian Empire. Okay? Because what happened in 586 BC, the Babylonians sacked Jerusalem and took us captive. Okay, we were captive. They took us captive in 586 BC. And then the Medo-Persian Empire rose to power in 550 BC. Now, the Medo-Persians conquered Babylon, right? Not too long after. Now, does anybody know when Persia took over Babylon?
536.
Close.
535, 536.
Very close. 539. 539 BC. Okay? Write that down. Write these years down. Okay? The Babylonians took us captive in 586 BC. Right? The Medo-Persian Empire rose to power in 550 BC. They took over the Babylonians in 539 BC. Okay? Now, who was the ruler of Persia when they took over the Babylonians?
Darius?
No.
No?
And they took over Sennacherib.
No.
Not Sennacherib?
Not Sennacherib.
You said Artaxerxes.
No.
Not Xerxes either?
Artaxerxes was a Syrian.
Syria.
Right. But, okay, but he was in Persia.
Say it again?
No.
No.
Not Sargon.
It's a very close name that y'all are just missing.
Cyrus?
Yes, there you go. Cyrus. Cyrus was ruling in Persia when he took over Babylon. Okay? Write these names and dates.
You said Cyrus was ruling in Persia?
Yes, when he took over Babylon in 539 BC.
What was the question?
Who
What was that?
Love you, dude.
was ruling in Persia
Right.
when they took over the Babylonians?
Okay.
It was Cyrus the Great. Okay. Anybody lost? Y'all need to go over those dates again, names and dates again?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, in 586 BC,
Oh, no.
I'm gonna start from the top. 586.
586. Okay.
In 586 BC,
Babylonians took over Israel, right?
yes, they took over Israel and took us captive
Nebuchadnezzar.
under Nebuchadnezzar. Yes. And then in 550 BC,
Okay.
550 BC, the Medo-Persian Empire actually rose to power. Okay, they became a superpower in the earth, right?
Right.
In 539 BC, Cyrus the Great conquered Babylon.
Okay, now stop right there.
Okay?
I just got it right fast and talk again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now
Now,
550 Neo Empire rose to power, right?
550 BC, the Medo-Persian Empire, yes, the Medo-Persian Empire rose to power.
Now the other one?
In 539
Okay,
BC,
that's what I'm missing.
okay, 539, Cyrus conquered Babylon.
Okay.
Okay, you all caught up? All right, now,
The water.
from here, we talked about son of Philip, Alexander, conquered, he smote Darius. When did this happen? Okay? When did this happen? Anybody know off the top of their heads?
What?
When did Alexander fight Darius and take over Persia?
333.
Yes.
3.
Yes. Alexander the Great.
Huh?
333 BC.
Okay.
Okay. Well, 333, 331, around that time. The early, you can put between 330 BC and 330.
Through 336.
Yes. No. Yes.
That's a big. Right?
Yes. Okay. Between 330 and 333 BC. Okay. Now again, this is when white supremacy began to rule in the earth, and white supremacy has reigned supreme ever since. Okay. So it's been over 2,000 years of white supremacy. Because from the Greeks we got the Romans, right? And from the Romans ruled for seems like decades and centuries, right? When did the Byzantine Empire fall?
I think it fell 1400.
Right, Ben? The Byzantine Empire, when did it fall?
Like in around
Around the 1400s, right?
1453, yeah.
And then the Dark Ages were not too long afterwards. They're not too long, right? And then right after that,
The Dark Ages
It
was
started in
before.
93.
it started in 93.
93 AD.
93?
Yeah, like around the 4th century. Well, it started when Septimius
Septimius
Severus,
Severus.
but it actually started when Rome completely fell in the fourth century.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So after that,
What did you say, the Byzantine Empire?
the Byzantine
When it
Empire. Yes, when it fell was in 1453.
1453.
Yes, 1453 AD.
Right.
Okay, AD. That's after Yahweh Shai came and walked the earth.
Right.
Okay,
And then you said Rome?
that the Byzantine Empire is the Roman Empire.
Yeah, that's
Got
It's
it.
the same thing.
actually, to put more clarity, is the Holy Roman Empire.
Right. Right. So, and then after that, the British came. Right. The British came into power not too soon afterwards, and then the Americans. Now we're under the American Empire. White supremacy has reigned since this time. Okay, and I'm going to show y'all how drastic it got. All right, how vast and drastic it became. So remember, the little horn, the he-goat with the horns destroyed the ram. Okay, Alexander came and destroyed Darius, killed him, and this was around 330 BC. Right? Did we even finish verse 1?
No.
Okay, so you see all of that, all just encompassed in one verse, right? So a lot of information in just one verse. All right, start from the top, please, Captain.
Reading out of the first book of the Maccabees,
Okay.
chapter 1,
Right.
verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip,
Right.
the Macedonian,
Macedonian.
who came out of the land of Chittim,
Out of Albania.
had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
See, he was the first major ruler over Greece. Okay, the first major ruler over Greece. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 2, and made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth.
Okay, so remember what it said in Daniel 8, verse 8, that the he-goat waxed very strong, right? Very great. And it said the great horn was broken. Now we're going to get into that great horn breaking. Go ahead, Captain.
Okay, to show you prophecy, when Daniel said that one horn in the middle, Alexander wore a headpiece with a horn sticking out.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
Looking like a unicorn?
Now that was the goat.
It was the he-goat, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, one horn that's right on his headpiece. The horn
Really?
coming out. Yeah.
I need to see a picture of this.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah,
When you brought the museum, is on 86th Street?
the
Natural
natural
history.
history.
Yeah, you see him with the horns. Yeah.
Wow.
Like the
Oh wow. Okay. I see. Yeah, it looks like a horn. Okay.
Rough goat.
Yeah,
It looked like a duck.
that's super
That's
cool.
why
like
how
a
should I
duck.
call them the goats and call them
Yeah.
the sheep?
Right. Cut.
Remember what I said about goats before? They're very incorrigible. You can't do nothing with a goat. That
That doesn't want to be dealt with.
doesn't want to be dealt with. Exactly.
It's like a mule.
A stubborn mule. All right. All right. Let's read on.
And then a goat, any kind of shrub and herbs and grass, but a sheep is very meticulous what he eats.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's very particular.
And they don't eat from everybody. You know
Gone.
what I'm saying? Sheep are very particular about their shepherds. All right. But goats, whatever. Go ahead.
Verse 3.
But the sheep is gullible, he'll follow anything.
That's the
He's
downside.
gullible. Yeah,
Yes.
he's gullible.
Sheep are very
That's
gullible.
why the Most High said, my sheep have been led to slaughter.
Sheep are they're very
He's a gopher. Gopher anything.
Very passive too.
go ahead.
Verse 3, and went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him. Whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up.
Go ahead.
And he gathered a mighty strong host, and ruled over countries and nations and kings, who became tributary unto him.
Right, so they started paying him taxes.
That's right.
Right.
Doesn't it appear as if is what Trump is trying to achieve today?
Yes. Trying to get every
Totalitarian.
nation to bow down to him. Yes. That's exactly what he's doing. He might be another he-goat, right? Making war with all these other nations bombing them in smithereens and saying, pay up. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Verse 5. And after these things, he felt sick and perceived that he would die. Wherefore, he called his servants, such as were honorable
Right.
and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them
Right.
while he was yet alive.
Right. Now we're going to get into that in a couple of minutes. Go ahead.
So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
Okay. Now, who knows what year he died? Who knows what year Alexander the Great died?
Yeah, it could be about maybe 316, 315 around there. Or about 320, 320 something.
Close.
Do the math.
Do the maths. All right, come on. Let's do the math. Let's do some quick maths. 323 BC. That's
Right.
right. He died June 323 BC. Okay, write that down. So that's what happened, right? Remember what happened to the horn on the he-goat?
It broke.
It broke. Okay. All right. Write that. Y'all write that date down. He died in 323 BC. Okay. Now, did we read verse 8, please?
I didn't do 7. Oh, yes, I did.
Yes, we did.
Verse 8. And his servants bear rule, every one in his place.
Okay, so it says he knew that he would get sick, that he felt sick and he knew that he would die, right? So he called his friends, his homeboys, and divided up his kingdom, right? Those 4 notable horns, right? We're going to go over those 4 notable horns. Yes, ma'am.
So what I find interesting is that usually when you do this reign and stuff, they usually did it by family. Did he have any children?
Not that I know of.
I
Remember,
guess that's why he gave it to his son.
right. So remember, Alexander was very young when he started to rule also. He was like 20 years old. Okay, and he obviously didn't live very long either. Okay, he only lived to be about 50. Okay, when you do the math, he was born in 386, and he died in 323, I believe. So he may have had some illegitimate children running around, but no wives or any heirs to speak of. Exactly. So he divided his kingdom up amongst his friends. Okay, Caleb.
I thought they said he was a homosexual.
Could have been. A lot of them. It's some say that he died of what you call today HIV.
I can believe it.
Not
So
nothing one notable.
exactly. That's really what it was. He wanted those notable ones, those 4 notable ones, because remember, he's trying to teach Israel a lesson, right? The Most High is trying to teach us a lesson, and is using the nations to do it. That's how it always is with us.
Always.
All right, and to show you what happens when we let these other people rule over us. Okay, so those 4 notable ones. All right, the first one is Ptolemy. Right, Ptolemy. Spell it Ptolemy. Ptolemy.
Can you spell it one more time?
Ptolemy. Ptolemy. All right, and he had basically Egypt, Libya, and South Arabia. All right, the stronghold was obviously Egypt. All right. The second one was Lysimachus. All right, Lysimachus. I'm gonna spell it out for y'all. All right, Lysimachus. Lysimachus. All right, and he had Asia Minor, so like Turkey, Assyria, that part of the world, Asia Minor, or what they call Western Asia. Okay, Lysimachus. Then there's Seleucus. All right, that's where we get the term Seleucid Empire.
Right.
All right, Seleucus. Seleucus. Okay, I'll spell it again. Seleucus. Seleucus. Okay, now Seleucus had where we were living.
Israel.
Okay, he had Israel. He had that part of the world. Okay, and the last one is
Casamaker?
Casamakas. Thank you, Casamakas.
Cassandra.
Yes, Cassandra. Cassander, I believe, right? Cassander. I believe that's his name. Cassander. Yes, Cassander. So, yes, Cassander. 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 Okay. Cassander. And he had he was actually ruling in Greece and Macedonia. Right? So he had that part of the world, like western to eastern Europe, right? Where Albania actually is. And after Alexander died,
The homeboy.
yeah, that was the homie. After Alexander died, he became the de facto leader in Greece. Okay? So y'all got those 4 names, right?
Yes.
And where they ruled, right? Okay. Now Seleucid, we're going to focus on Seleucid, because remember, Seleucid was centered around our kingdom. All right? Seleucus, I should say. Now, out of Seleucus came who?
Antiochus.
There we go. Okay. Now we're
The
going
whole
to read it.
line. Yeah.
Let's read verse 10. Or don't we read verse 10? 9 and 10? Yeah, let's read verse 9.
We go with 9.
Okay.
Reading now the first Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 9. And after his death, they all put on crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them, many years.
And see, now that's where, you go into ruling families. Okay, they are the ones who started handing over the kings to their sons and whatnot. All right? Go ahead.
And evils were multiplied in the
And
earth.
it says evils will multiply in the earth. Hold what you got. Get me Proverbs 29 and 22, please. Proverbs 29 and 22.
And 22.
Yes, sir.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 22. An angry man stir up strife, and a furious man aboundeth in transgression.
Well, that's not what I wanted, but it actually kind of fits.
Kind of fits with the next verse.
It actually kind of fits. Read 29 and 2, not 22. I'm sorry.
29 and 2.
29 and 2.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2.
Because when you actually read 22, remember the he-goat was very angry, right? And very, it stomped the ram out. So he abounded in his transgression because he conquered the world. And it says evils were multiplied in the earth, right?
Excuse me.
All right, so go ahead, read verse 2.
When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Right.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people
The
mourn.
people mourn, okay? So the scripture says that evils were multiplied in the earth when these Greeks got into power, these Macedonians, Con? So we're going to see how evil was multiplied in the earth and the people started to mourn. All right, let's go back to First Maccabees.
Read out the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 10.
No?
9.
No, we read 9.
I read that.
Yeah, you read
Read
9.
again.
No, read verse 10.
Verse 10. And there came out of them a wicked root. Antiochus, surnamed Epiphany, son of Antiochus the king, who had been an hostage at Rome.
Right.
And he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
Right. So remember, out of the horn came that right and notable horn out of the 4 notable ones. One grew above the others, right? That's what it said in Daniel 8, huh?
Yes.
So that one horn, I think it was in verse 11. Let me go back real fast. I think it was
Yeah, verse 11.
verse 9, I believe it was. It said the wax great. It said he the wax great and came with 4 notable ones, and out of one came forth a little horn. Okay? Those are the 4 notable ones. The 4 notable ones, right? The 4 notable horns. So, and then out of one of them came forth the little horn. So in verse 9, which is wax exceedingly great toward the south, toward the east, and toward the pleasant land. Right? Because remember, Seleucid, he came from the Seleucid dynasty. Seleucid dynasty had dominion over us, right? And it said it came toward the pleasant land, all right? And it said it waxed great even to the host of heaven, and it cast down some of the hosts of the stars into the ground, and magnified himself against the prince and the host, and by him the daily sacrifice was taken away. All right, so that's where we're going to get into now. All right, I want you to jump down to verse 16, please.
Read out the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 16. Now, when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt, that he might have the dominion of 2 realms.
See, so he's starting to get greedy. Antiochus is starting to get greedy now. Go ahead.
Wherefore he entered into Egypt with a great multitude, with chariots and elephants and horsemen, and a great navy.
So he had ships too.
Yeah.
Had a land army, and he had the Marines and the Navy. Okay, go ahead.
He made war against Ptolemy, king of Egypt. But Ptolemy was afraid of him and fled.
And fled. Right? He ran from him. Go ahead.
And many were wounded to death.
And you see, that's his homeboy. That's one of the 4 notable ones. That's one of his homies. He said, I'm starting. I want your territory now. I want it all. Give it to me. So he pulled up on him with an army, with the Navy, the Air Force, the Chair Force, all of the above, right? Took the whole military and said, give me. And Ptolemy said, all right, fine, you can have it.
Remember, time has passed, so these are children's children. Generations has passed.
Generations. Now, I don't want y'all to get lost in, or I don't want it to be lost on y'all that we were okay with this, okay? Many of our people were on board with this. I jumped ahead, but if you read verses 11
Read
to
11.
15,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
you want to read it?
Read 11.
All right, go ahead,
At
go ahead.
least 11.
Go ahead.
Read out the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men,
Wicked men. See, it says evils were multiplied in the earth, right? Go ahead.
who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
And since we done left the white man alone, things have been backwards for us. We can't catch a break out here, right? Hold what you got. Get me Psalms 106 and 35. Okay? 35 and 36. Because this is what we did. This is what a portion of our people did.
Still doing it.
And still doing it.
You said Psalm?
Psalms 106 verses 35 and 36.
Read out the book. Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Psalms, 106 and verse 35. But were mingled among the heathen.
What were we doing?
Mingled among the heathen.
Uh-huh.
And learned their works.
And learned their works. We learned their ways. We consented to their religion. Okay, we wanted to be Hellenized, right? Read on.
And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them.
Which were a snare, which was a trap. Okay? It was a trap to turn us away from the Heavenly Father. All right? So it says Israel, it says, since we left them, since we departed from the heathen, we've had much sorrow. Ever since we stopped dealing with the white man, we've been having nothing but problems, right? Go ahead. Go back to verse 12, Captain.
Gotta get that. Okay, verse 12. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the
See,
heathen.
there we go. We just read in Psalms. We learned their works. We learned their ways, which was a snare to us. All right, go ahead.
Whereupon they built the place of exercise at Jerusalem.
Right, place of exercise. Y'all know what gymnasium means?
Yeah.
Literally?
Yeah.
Naked exercise.
Naked spa.
Naked spa,
Bath
right?
houses.
Bathhouses. Listen, I've been to Rome, right? Now, obviously, Rome is after Greece, but they have ruins of public restrooms, right? There are no dividers in between the toilets. So you walk into the restroom, it's like a row of toilets here, going all around. Huh?
Oh, these
These are ruins.
Okay.
But you can see like the toilets right here, and the next toilet's right here. There's no divider. Usually how we go into public restrooms and there's always a divider in the stalls and whatnot. They ain't have that back then. So we all just sitting right next to each other, men and women, doing our business, looking at each other, doing the business.
Family dumbology.
Yeah. And then they would toss all this stuff into the rivers and it would flow out into the ocean. It was just disgusting. And this is what we wanted to follow, stuff like this. All right? We wanted to follow stuff just like that. Go ahead, Judah.
Even in the sports theater,
Yeah.
wrestling
Yeah.
was first done in naked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man on top of
When you go
man.
to the gym and you see, you know, people, well, now they're half naked, but this is where it all comes from.
They showed that they showed the emblem of that in what was that picture? Where,
Gladiator?
No, not Gladiators, but the picture with the brother. Who's that nigga on that snare?
Oh,
Django.
yes,
Django,
Django,
right?
yes.
There was a snap when he got ready to
Yeah, they were
hit
wrestling.
the black woman upside the head with the hammer.
Mhm.
There was a statue in the back of the naked wrestler.
See, and then there was actually a scene earlier when they first met Leonardo DiCaprio at the house, and he was watching two black men fighting, wrestling, and one gouged his eyes out, and once he damn near basically killed him.
Yeah.
He said, "Good, now you can eat tonight."
Right.
That's your reward.
Right. Nice cold beer.
Mm-hmm.
Good nigga tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But this is what we consented to this stuff. We went right along with it, you know. Now there's nothing wrong with exercise. It's good to exercise, but naked exercise, come on. Nobody needs to see all that.
And then after that, you don't serve me right, my dog will eat you.
Exactly. It's disgusting. All right. What was that? Verse 13? Did we read verse 13?
Yeah, I started to.
All right, go ahead. Finish it up.
Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen,
Right.
and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant,
Right.
and joined themselves to the heathens,
Right.
and were sold to do
We
mischief.
were sold to do mischief. We sought it out to do the wrong things instead of doing the right and holy things. Like it literally says, we became uncircumcised. Now, what does that mean? We became uncircumcised.
Doing your own thing.
Right. We were spiritually uncircumcised. We forsook everything that the Most High had done for us, all the laws, the statutes, and the commandments. Remember, we started off with the feast days, right? We stopped doing those.
Right.
We stopped going to the temple. We stopped going to the synagogues on the Sabbath, and started doing heathenish things.
Right.
All right. Now,
And some of us became physically circumcised.
Physically, right? I get ready to
Yeah,
say
We
that.
right.
stopped circumcising
Right.
ourselves too.
Right.
Right.
Because we wanted to follow so much of the Greek custom.
Ben, what's that favorite one? Contract is that Isaiah 22? Contract with death?
oh, and with that hell you are at a
28.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
yeah.
read that. Gotta read that. 28 and 18.
What?
I think it's Isaiah 28:16. I think that's
I
it.
think it's 26 or 28.
Isaiah?
No. Isaiah 28 and 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us.
Right.
For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves.
Right, ain't nothing gonna happen to us. We made a covenant with hell and
fire.
death. Ain't nothing gonna happen to
That is
us.
fire right there.
We good. We Gucci.
That's it.
All right.
You made a contract.
That's
You
why-
made
A contract with death,
a
right?
contract and an agreement with hell.
With hell.
So that's why we
With
see
wickedness.
them walking around like the living dead.
That
That's
is
the living
fire.
dead. We are the living dead today.
I love that.
So that was Isaiah
28 and 15.
All right. All right. Let's go back to that.
Asterisk even.
I want to touch on that with what Ben said a little bit, because he said we stopped circumcising our children, right?
Right.
So you had an entire generation of Israelite men who were not circumcised.
Became like heathens, man. Straight up heathens, man.
All right, go ahead.
But to come to the defense, which is not no real defense except disobedience, that was an order from the king unto death. If they caught you circumcised, they would kill you.
We're gonna get into that. Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead.
They were saying, well, I guess it's true. Some people couldn't afford it back in the day.
they
They
couldn't
say,
afford
I
to.
mean, you know, way back.
Yeah, they really couldn't, like, under the penalty of death, not circumcise their sons. Come on. Go ahead, Julie.
Yeah, but, no, but I'm just saying, and when I was birthed, they automatically would ask the parents, do you want them, but they didn't use the word clip, do you want them circumcised?
Mm-hmm.
And I was circumcised time I came out into the womb. But later on in time, my brother, which was about maybe 4 years, 5 years younger than me, he did not get circumcised. So you know, as boys, we doing boys things, and he had to go to the doctor because the forehead was bringing about germs and contamination.
So not only did he not do it, he wasn't taught how to properly take care of himself.
Exactly.
So imagine us then.
Yeah.
So we not circumcising our sons, but then we're not teaching them how to properly take care of their bodies. Right? Go ahead.
When I went to when I went to this is the conclusion. When I went to One West, that's when I really learned how important
It was,
circumcision
yes.
was for males.
Yes.
Because if you, at One West, if you was not circumcised, you couldn't be up at that podium.
Yes. Yes. We
Couldn't do Passover.
couldn't do
Yeah,
anything.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Caleb, real fast.
Now, you can understand why the Most High, told us, yo, you gotta do this. You know, because this was something that would keep you away from him, because it's kind of like...
It was the first covenant that he made with Abraham, really. Say you got to circumcise you and every male in your house.
Because it represents that cleanness.
He actually did that with Moses.
Yep. And it was about to kill his sons if he didn't circumcise them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. All right, let's jump ahead because we got a lot more reading to do. All right. Actually, where do we pick up? Verse 19 or 20?
19.
Captain, yeah, verse 19.
19.
Yes.
Verse 19. Thus they got the strong cities in the land of Egypt, and he took the spoils thereof.
So Antiochus is being greedy. Go ahead.
And after that, Antiochus had smitten Egypt. He returned again in the 143rd year and went up against Israel and Jerusalem with a great multitude.
Now notice it. Remember in Daniel he said he's turned his eye toward the pleasant land. Now he's focusing on us. Okay? Read on.
He entered proudly into the sanctuary and took away the golden altar
Right.
and the candlestick of light and all the vessels thereof and the table of the showbread and the pouring vessels and the vials and the censers of gold
Right.
and the veil and the crowns and the golden ornaments that were before the temple, all which he pulled off. He took also the silver and the gold and the precious vessels. Also he took the hidden treasures which he
So
found.
he went into our treasury and started looting us. Looted the temple, took everything. Okay? He defiled our sanctuary. Took away the golden altar, the candlestick, right? He took the menorah, the giant menorah that we had, and just started desecrating the place, right? Go ahead.
24.
And when he had taken all away, he went into his own land, having made a great massacre and spoken very
And
proudly.
then he slaughtered us. Took away our artifacts and slaughtered us. All right, read on.
Therefore there was great mourning in Israel in every place where they were, so that the princes and elders mourned, the virgins and the young men were made feeble,
Right.
and the beauty of women was changed. Every bridegroom took up lamentation, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness. The land also was moved for the inhibitions thereof, and all of the house of Jacob was covered with confusion.
You're right. The house of Jacob was covered with confusion. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know what was going on. We got blindsided, and we just like, what the heck is going on? Right? The closest thing I can liken it to today was, no, not even like, think of where y'all were or what happened or things that were going on, how the city was during September 11th, right? Just imagine, like, what the hell's going on? Like, is this real? You know what I mean? Y'all remember how it was back then, and everybody was just like, did it just happen? Like, when the towers fell, you know, everybody was just like, whoa, like, this is really happening. Like, we were really just attacked. That's how we were times 1,000, okay? Because not only was our temple ransacked, but we also suffered a great massacre too. Thousands of our people were dying, were put to death. Yeah, Caleb.
That's why it said the brides in the chambers were like mourning because pretty much they didn't have no men.
There were no men to protect us now.
Right.
There was no. We were just falling by the wayside, getting put to death left and right. And remember, some of us consented to this and were caught off guard. You know what I mean? And joined up with the heathen. You know? Yes, it's.
Because it does say here that, because where did you finish at? Verse?
Where'd you finish, Captain?
Oh, I'm on
28. You finished,
Oh,
that was the
okay,
last
okay.
verse you read.
No, that's okay. Because I was looking down at where it said in verse 30, it says, they spoke peaceably unto them, but it was all deceitful.
So for that, y'all can write down the scripture. We don't have to get it, but you can write this down. Psalms 55, verses 20 and 21. Right?
What verse are we putting it to?
Verse 30.
Could I
You can read it, yes. Read
No. Well, let me go back to 15 real quick. When it says, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief, they were bribed.
Yeah, that
They were
too.
bribed. Like they're still being bribed
Yeah.
today.
A lot of us get, a lot of our people get hit with an offer that they cannot refuse, right? I give you $1 million if you turn away from that Israelite stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Real fast, Judah.
Yeah, real fast. Like it just puts me in mind that if you're not circumcised by the Most High's word, how things of mistress and wonder and like living like the lost, just why this is happening, and you don't know which way to go. You know? But being in this word, you don't panic because you know why it's being done.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's in my perspective. That's what being circumcised is about.
Yes.
Being circumcised with the Father's word, where you prepare for whatever goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Yeah.
on.
What did you say? You said Psalm 55?
Psalms 55, verses 20 and 21. About his words were smoother than butter. Okay, that goes with verse 30. Read verse 30 real fast, Captain.
First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 1, verse
No,
30. One, Caleb?
Yeah, Caleb, real fast.
You said Psalm 65 and what?
20 and 21. Okay, yeah, read the first Maccabees, please.
Verse 30, and spoke peaceably words unto them, peaceable words unto them. But all was deceit. For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city, and smote it very sore, and destroyed much people of Israel.
Right, because he came back and was just like, hey, people of Israel, I'm your king now. Give me your money. And when we said no, he was just like, okay, then I'll put you to death.
Right.
That's it. Yes, it's
And this was 2 years after the original.
2 years after the original's onslaught.
Got it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Now, jump down to verse 36, please.
Verse 36, for it was a place to lie in wait against the sanctuary,
Jerusalem. Go ahead.
and an evil adversary to Israel.
Go ahead.
Thus they shed innocent blood on every side of the sanctuary, and defiled
Now,
it.
there's literal blood in the sanctuary,
Right.
in the temple. Human blood, not
Right.
animal blood. Human
Right.
blood. Literal human blood in the temple, on all sides. Right? That desecrated beyond belief.
Right.
All right. Jump down to verse 39, please.
Verse 39, her sanctuary was laid waste like a wilderness. Her feasts were turned into mourning.
Remember, we read about the feasts earlier, and that was the first thing we read about the feasts of the Most High. We were not doing them anymore. We were mourning them like, Dad, we can't even go to Passover this year. We can't do Feast of Tabernacles in Jerusalem. The temple's got blood all over. We can't do this. I'm not going. I don't know. I can't go this year. This not right. You know what I mean? That's how we were thinking. That's how we were doing at the time. All right, go ahead.
Her Sabbath into reproach.
I don't want to keep the Sabbath. I'm not going to the synagogue this week. I'm not going. Right? Go ahead.
Her honor into contempt.
Okay, jump down to verse 41, please.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
There we go. Okay. One world order, one world government, one world religion, right?
Right.
That's what they're trying to implement now. Okay, go ahead.
And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king.
Right, all the heathen agreed. So all the nations that were under his rule agreed to his commandment. Go ahead, Caleb.
You know what's interesting about this is that it's us that they did it to, right here.
Yeah.
You know, and this is how they actually make that shift. You get what I'm saying?
God.
Well,
Absolutely.
they won't do it.
No, but
No, I get it.
yeah.
Go ahead, read on.
Verse 43. And everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathens agreed according to the commandment of the king.
Verse
Yeah.
42,
Yeah. Many also of the Israelites consented to this
So there we
religion
go. Go
and
ahead.
sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
So now we start behaving like hell. This is when Hellenism. This is where we became Hellenists. Okay, Hellenist is a Greek Israelite. An Israelite practicing Greek customs.
Right.
Okay, this is where we became Hellenists. All right. Read verse 44.
Okay.
In fact, read down to verse 50, please.
For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah that they should follow the strange laws of the land.
So imagine, right? You get a letter in the mail saying, from now on, no man can go to the synagogue on the Sabbath day. Are you serious? Right? Or they put out these executive orders, right, that say, oh, you can't do this and you can't do that. You're forbidden to call yourself an Israelite. Forbidden. Now, mind you, we're Israelites by blood and by lineage and by heritage. How am I going to call myself something other than what I am? Right? How am I going to call myself something other than an Israelite? I'm an Israelite by nature, by blood. This is just what I am. I didn't choose to be an Israelite. I was born into this. This is a lineage. So you're telling me to call myself something other than I'm not, or other than I am. Excuse me. Does that make any sense to anybody? No. All right.
Well, it makes sense to me that that's probably why 2/3 go.
But
All
that's
right.
what they're doing right now.
I mean, yeah, but back then, I'm saying back then, this doesn't sound. How are you going to tell an Israelite you can't call yourself an Israelite anymore?
Right.
You know what I
Now
mean?
that we know who we are.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
History is repeating itself.
Always. Okay. 45.
And forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple. And that they should profane the Sabbath and festival days.
Right. So now we have to actively profane the Sabbath and festival days. The feast days are no longer what we do anymore. Right. Read on.
And pollute the sanctuary and the holy people.
And the holy people, go ahead.
Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols. And sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts.
So that they y'all see, they just desecrated the temple by sacrifice. You know how abominable it is to sacrifice swine's flesh on the altar in the temple, in the sanctuary?
Wow.
That is that's spitting in the Most High's face.
Exactly.
Spitting in his
Go
face.
beyond that.
Go ahead, Caleb.
What's interesting about that is the Most High is allowing it.
No, that's he hit it on the head.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say.
because remember, what is he trying to do to us?
Punish.
He is punishing us and teaching us a lesson.
Showing you that he was angry.
Yes.
Very angry to let it didn't say it was Israelites' temple. It said it was his temple.
But yeah, he's allowing this to happen because he's like, all right, fine, y'all don't want to worship me? All right, cool. Watch what they do to your land. Watch what they do to your temple. Watch what they do to you. I'm not going to protect you. I'm just going to sit back and watch I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna watch these birds over here. You know what I mean? And just until you acknowledge what you've done, this is what's gonna happen.
Hosea 5 and 15.
All right? Until you acknowledge what you have done. All right? Real fast, Judah. Go ahead.
Yeah, we on the same page. It just shows you his abandonment that he, he just took himself away from it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wow.
Mm-hmm. All right. Where do we leave off? Okay. Read 48 to 40 to 50, please.
That they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
Mm-hmm. So
To the end.
To the end. Right.
They might forget the Lord
Uh-huh.
and change all the ordinances.
Right. Change all the ordinances, trying to just completely erase our history off the planet. Go ahead.
And whomsoever would not do according to the commandments of the king, he said he should die.
You should die. So if you don't follow these laws, you're going to get put to death. All right? Now jump down to verse 54.
Verse 54. Now the 15th day of the month of Caslu,
Caslu, which is the 9th month, the month that we're in now, right? Go ahead.
in the 145th year, they set up the abomination of desolation
Now, what's the abomination?
upon the altar.
Now, what's that? What did they put up there?
The pig.
They put a pig, they put a statue of Zeus, Jupiter, all the above, right? They put the most abominable devices and altars of statues on that altar. Right? We had a big old statue of Zeus in the middle of the temple. Go ahead, Captain.
Because I just wanted to bring this out too. The Most High was so angry, he brought this nation and he brought all their gods for you to look at every day. This is because he's just putting it, like, he said, a dirty washcloth, we wiping your face and your idols.
Showing what you had.
Yeah.
All right, read on.
And the self same, oh no, you said 50,
54.
54. Now in the 15th day of the month Caslu, in the 140th and 5th year, they set up the abomination of desolation upon the altar and build altars throughout the city of Judah on every side.
Right, go ahead.
And burnt incense at the door of their
Now they
houses
burning incense, right? Go ahead.
and in the streets.
Now they burning incense, but not to the Most High, but to those demon powers.
Right.
Go ahead.
And when they had rent in pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burnt them with
So
fire.
they started to burn our Bibles too. Okay, they took our Torahs, our scrolls, and they burnt them up. So if you ever wonder why, there's no where's the original manuscripts. This is why. Okay,
Son.
this is why. All right, read on.
And wheresoever was found with any the book of the testament, or if any consented to the law, the king's commandment was that they should put him to death.
So if you had a Bible, if you had a Torah, you had some scrolls on you, you had the manuscripts, you got put to death, and they took your Bibles and burnt them. All right, go ahead, Judah.
Isn't I heard that they did that in other countries already.
Yeah, some countries the Bible is banned straight up,
Right.
100%. All right, let's read on.
Thus did they, by their authority unto the Israelites every month, to as many as were found in the city.
So they found some of us every month. Did this to us every month. Now I want you to highlight verse 59, okay?
Now the 5 and 20th day of the month, they did sacrifice upon the altar, upon the idol altar, which was upon the altar of the Most High.
All right, now remember the 9th and 25th day of the month, all right? 9th month, 25th day. I want you to remember this because it's going to come up later. Now jump down to chapter 2. I want you to read verses 1 to 5 really quickly. Please and thank you.
First Maccabees chapter 2, verse 1. In those days arose Mattathias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest of the son of Yorib from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modin.
Right, so this is a priestly family, right? Go ahead. There's always a remnant, right? Go ahead.
And he had 5 sons. Johanan, called Sidius, Simon, called Dassi, Judas, who was called Maccabees, Eleazar called Abiram, and Jonathan, whole surname was Aphas.
All right, so you got the priest Mattathias and his 5 sons. Okay, I want you to jump down to verse 19, please. Y'all can always read this on your own time. It's a very good read, but just for the sake of time, I'm trying to give y'all the overview. Okay.
Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice. Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away every one from the religion of their fathers and give consent to his commandment, yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our father.
Right. So you said, y'all can do what y'all want to do. We gonna serve the Most High. All right.
Of
Me and my
resistance.
we gonna put up a resistance if we're gonna serve the Most High. All right. Just like Joshua said, I said, me and my house,
Yeah.
we will serve the Lord. All right. Now y'all can do what y'all want to do, but we will do what's right. Not what we want, but what is right. All right. Go ahead.
Most High forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinances. We will not hearken to the king's words to go from our religion, either on the right hand or the left.
So he stood up and said, no, we will stand for what we believe in. All right? We will stand. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
That's right.
All right? Read on.
Now, when he had left speaking these words,
This is one of my favorite parts. Go ahead.
there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar which was at Modin, according to the king's commandments. Which thing Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to show his anger according to the
So
judgment.
he got so angry because after he just said all of this,
Yeah.
I done said we standing up for the truth. We're not gonna listen to the king. Me and my family, we gonna worship the Most High. We not doing what y'all doing. Here come this sellout Negro. Right? Here come this jigaboo, this coon, right? Go ahead, Caleb.
But this kind of show you, like, if you're about this life or not. After you done say all of that, the Most High
We're gonna
wants
put you to the test.
Yeah, put you right there.
Show and prove. All right, let's see.
And so his reins trembled. He was like,
He was shaking.
he was shaking
About to blow
with,
up.
he was heated.
About to blow up on his brother.
Right.
Go ahead.
Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the
And killed
altar.
that nigga where he stood.
Where he
as he
stood.
should have.
And that's probably where that saying came from. Kill away stand.
Yup. Shalom, sis. All right. Now I want you to jump to verse. Actually, no. Continue to verse 28.
Verse 25. Also the king's commissioner who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at that time. And the altar he pulled down.
So not only he killed that brother, he killed the king's commissioner who was sent to govern that place and tore down the altar. All right. Read on.
Thus dealt he zealously for the law of the Most High, like as Phinehas did unto Zambri, the son of Salam.
Right. You can read that in Numbers 25 verses 6 to 8. All right. Numbers 25, 6 to 8. All right. Read on.
And Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me.
Right. So everybody who's down to keep the Most High's laws, you come with me. All right. Go ahead.
So he and his sons fled into the mountains and left all that ever they had in the city.
They left all their life behind. Remember what Yahweh said? He said, you leave behind mother, father, husband, wife, all that. You get all it back in the kingdom. They said, we're going to leave all this behind. This is nothing to us. This is just, you know what I mean? This is garbage compared to what the highest reward is. Okay? So we're going to we're going to go from there to chapter 3, verse 1. All right? Speed up.
Read out the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 1.
This is after Mattathias dies, all right? Mattathias actually dies at the end of chapter 2 and tells his sons, listen, stand up for yourselves, stand up for our country and our nation and fight back. All right? Don't let these Greeks, these heathens take over our country, but fight back. All right? Go ahead.
Then his son, Judas, called Maccabeus,
And Judas was actually the leader. All right? Mattathias told his other sons to fight alongside Judas. Judas is the leader. Okay? Go ahead.
now just to let you know, the word Maccabeus that means hammer.
Means hammer.
The hammer.
All right? Because he was a mighty warrior.
Right.
All right? Go
He
ahead.
rose up. Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead. And all his brethren helped him. And so did all they that held with his father. And they fought with cheerfulness the battle of Israel. So he gat his people great honor and put on a breastplate as a giant and girded his warlike harness about him. And he made battles protecting the host with his sword.
Right, go ahead.
In his acts, he was like a
He was
lion.
like a lion, right? He was strong, he was courageous, all right? He was a leader, and he was mighty. Go ahead.
And like a lion's whelp roaring for his prey.
Go ahead.
For he pursued the wicked and sought them out.
Right. He hunted the wicked like a lion. Okay, that's how mighty and strong his brother was. A Hebrew man hunting down Edomites. Okay? Go ahead. You know how they hunt us.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right? They hunt us like we're animals. But this brother was hunting them like they were prey. Go ahead.
And burnt up those that vexed his people. Wherefore the wicked shrank for fear of him.
So he had they were afraid of him. All right? They were mightily afraid of him. Go ahead.
And all the workers of iniquity were troubled.
Uh-huh.
Because salvation prospered in his hand.
Salvation prospered. So he was rolling with the spirit of Yahushua. Believe it or not. Okay? He was rolling with the spirit of Yahushua. Go ahead.
He grieved also many kings and made Jacob glad with his act.
Uh-huh.
And his memorial is blessed forever.
Right. It said he grieved many kings. People were tired of him. Okay? They were sick of him and this Negro from Jerusalem, this priestly son, is giving us the business. We got to do something about him. All right? Yeah, read verse 8.
Moreover, he went through the cities of Judah, destroying the ungodly out of them, and turning away with wrath from Israel.
There you go. So he was kicking them out of Israel. Okay? He was kicking them out of the land. All right? So now I want you to jump to verse 42. All right? These are the different battles of Judas Maccabee. Okay?
Read the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 42.
Yes, sir.
Now when Judas and his brethren saw that miseries were multiplied, and that the forces did encamp themselves in their borders, for they knew how the king had given commandments to destroy the people and utterly abolish them. They said one to another, let us restore the decayed state of our people.
Right.
And let us fight for our people and the
For
sanctuary.
our people and the sanctuary. Remember, the sanctuary is still designated at this time. Okay? Still desecrated at this time. Go ahead.
Then was the congregation gathered together, that they might be ready for battle, and that they might pray and ask mercy and compassion. Now Jerusalem lay void a wilderness. There was none of her children that went in or out.
Right.
The sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept the stronghold.
Right.
The heathen had their habitation in that place. And joy was taken from Jacob,
Right.
and the pipe with the harp ceased.
So the vibes and the music and all the joy of Jerusalem was gone. City was dead. Right? Think of what Times Square was like during COVID.
No rams on.
Nothing. Nothing. Just nothing. Just total desolation, and it looked like a desert. Right? Nobody was there. The mom and pop shops were closed, and the city was getting overgrown with the shrubs and everything in between. The altar was dead and everything. It was a dead place, right? Go ahead.
Wherefore the Israelites assembled themselves together and came to Mizpah over against Jerusalem For in Mizpah was the place where they prayed aforetime in Israel. Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their head and rent their clothes
And this is where we go. Go ahead.
and laid open the book of the law,
Right.
wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Right. This is how Yahushua became white.
Right.
Right? This is where white Jesus comes from.
Right.
Right. The heathen sought to paint the likeness of their images. Okay.
It make now
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
Huh?
It make a lot of sense.
Yeah, because once you got the power, you can control the narrative. And they had the power over us, so they control the narrative.
Remember, the word history means what? His story.
His story.
History goes to the victor.
There you go. All right. Go ahead. Read verse 49.
They brought also the priest's garments, and the first fruits, and the tithe, and the Nazarites they stirred up, who had accomplished their days. Then cried they with a loud voice towards heaven, saying, What shall we do with these, and whither shall we carry them away? For thy sanctuary is trodden down and profaned, and thy priests are in heaviness and brought low. And lo, the heathens are assembled together against us to destroy us. What things they imagine against us, thou knowest.
Exactly. So they were just like, okay, what are we going to do? And this is what Judas Maccabee says. Jump to 58, please.
Verse 58, and Judas said, Arm yourselves, and be valiant men, and see that ye be in readiness against the morning, that ye may fight with these nations that are assembled together against us, to destroy us and our sanctuary.
Destroy us and our sanctuary. Right? So he said, prepare your battle, or prepare for battle, I should say. Right? Because why? Go ahead.
For it is better for us to die in battle than to behold the calamities of our people and our sanctuary.
Death before dishonor is basically what he said.
Yes.
It's better to die valiantly fighting for what we believe and for our country as opposed to just lay down and let them take it. All right? Read verse 60.
Nevertheless, as the will of the Most High is in heaven, so let him do.
Let that fall. Let thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. All right, now we're going to get to it, okay? We brought all that to bring it up to this point here. Now, I want you to read chapter 4, verses 1 to 5, okay?
Reading out of the book of the first Maccabees, chapter 4 and 1. Then took Gregorius 5,000 footmen and 1,000 of the best horsemen, and removed out of the camp by night, to the end he might rush in upon the camp of the Jews and smite them suddenly. And the men of the fortress were his guides. Now when Judas heard thereof, he himself removed, and the valiant men with him, that he might smite the king's army which was at Emaus.
Right. So this is called the Battle of Beth Zur. Okay, Battle of Beth Zur. All right, Bethzur, Beth Zur. This was in 164 BC. Okay, 164 BC. So this is the battle where we actually fought back and took back the temple. So I want y'all can read the rest on your own, or the actual battle. We're going to jump down to verse 36, where we actually rebelled against them and pushed them back, and then we cleansed the temple. All right, so we're going to read from 36 to 59, and then we're going to close out there.
Reading out the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 36.
Yes, sir.
Then said Judas and his brethren, Behold, our enemies are discomfited. Let us go up and to cleanse and dedicate the sanctuary.
Dedicate the sanctuary. Remember, we were able to win that battle, and we say, you know what? While they're reeling and trying to gather themselves, let us take the time to cleanse and dedicate the temple. Go ahead.
Upon this, all the hosts assembled themselves together and went up into Mount Zion. And when they saw the sanctuary desolate and the altar profane, and the gates burned up,
Right.
and shrubs growing in the courts.
So it was overgrown, right? The temple was overgrown because it was desolate now. Because so not only did the heathen desolate it, but then they abandoned it, right? They abandoned it. They had no regard for it anymore because now it's overgrown. It's all discombobulated and everything in between, right? Things ain't where it's supposed to be, right? Go ahead.
And shrubs growing in the courts as in a forest,
Overgrown. Go ahead.
or in one of the mountains. Yea, and the priest's chambers pulled down.
And it destroyed the priest quarters and everything. Go ahead.
They rent their clothes and made great lamentations and cast ashes upon their heads,
Right.
and fell down flat to the ground upon their faces, and blew an alarm with the trumpet,
Right.
and cried towards heaven. Then Judas appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress until he had cleansed the
Right.
sanctuary.
So he had dedicated a squadron or a platoon to literally defend them until they could finish the work in the temple. Go ahead.
So he chose priests of blameless conversation, such as had pleasure in the Lord.
So he didn't just choose any old group of priests. He said that were blameless and zealous for the Lord, right? He said blameless conversations such as had pleasure in the Lord, that were valiant men, dedicated men, Khan. All right, go ahead.
Who cleaned the sanctuary and bear out the defiled stones into an unclean
Into
place.
an unclean place, right? Go ahead.
And when, as they consulted what to do with the altar of burnt offering, which was profane, they brought it best to be pulled. They thought it best to be pull it down,
Right,
lest it should be a reproach to them,
right,
because the heathen had defiled it.
right. Because the heathen had defiled it, right? So they say, you know what? Tear all this SH down. Tear it all down. We're not leaving none of this up. We're just going to destroy and rebuild. We're going to take everything. We're going to destroy it and just pull it all down and just start over. All right, go ahead.
Wherefore they pulled it down and laid up the stones in the mountain of the temple in a convenient place until there should come a prophet to show what should be done with them.
Now hold what you got. Caleb, get me Psalm 74 and 9, please.
What did you finish? I'm sorry.
46 right now.
Thank you.
Go to Psalm 74 and 9.
This is the book of Psalms 74 and verse 9. We see not our signs. There is no more any prophets. Neither is there among us any that knoweth how long.
Right, because the prophets were the guiders, they were the seers, they were the go-between for the Most High and the people. The prophets always told us what the Most High had declared. So we didn't know, since there were no prophets at the time, right? We didn't know what to do. So we said, okay, we're going to leave it here until one shows up and declares what we're going to do. Okay, because remember, in the king's court, there was always a prophet. David had who? He had Nathan.
And Nathan, right.
All right? They always had a prophet up there. Okay? Let's go back to First Maccabees.
You say, you add to that prophet being Yahushua.
Exactly.
That's who that prophet was going to give you the answers. All right. So number 46, right?
You finished 46. 47.
47. Then they took whole stones according to the law,
Right.
and built a new altar
Right.
according to the former,
Uh-huh.
and made up the sanctuary and the things that were within the temple, and hallowed the court.
How, of course. So we cleansed it, built new altars, new pillars and whatnot, and sanctified it. Go ahead.
They made also new holy vessels,
Uh-huh.
and into the temple they brought the
So we
candlestick
got our menorah back. Right? We got our menorah back. Go ahead.
and the altar of burnt offering,
Uh-huh.
and of incense, and the table.
Go ahead.
And upon the altar they burnt incense, and the lamps that were unto the candlesticks they lighted, that they might give light in the
So
temple.
we lit the menorah again. Okay, go ahead.
Furthermore, they set the loaves upon the table,
Showbread. Go ahead.
and spread out the veils, and finished all the works which they had begun to make.
Right, go ahead.
Now on the 5th and 20th day of the 9th month, which is called the month Caslu,
Caslu, right?
in the 140th and 8th year they rose up the times in the morning.
Now, what verse did I tell y'all to highlight earlier? Anybody highlight it? I think it was in verse chapter 1, maybe.
1 and 11?
Was it 1 and 11?
I don't know.
Where it was on the 9th and 20th, 5th and 20th day of the month Castle.
16.
Where they 16?
No.
No, that was,
Had to be in the beginning.
It was in the beginning, where it was the same day.
Yeah, I know
59.
that, yeah.
It was 1 verse 59, right?
59?
1, chapter
Yeah.
1 verse
Yeah,
59.
right.
59.
That's when they put the altar of the heathen altar upon the this is now in the 5 and 20th day of the month. They did sacrifices upon the idol altar, which is one altar of the
Right.
Most High.
Year to date.
It was a year to the day. Okay? It was exactly, maybe exactly 1 year later, I believe. Okay?
Excuse me,
Yes, ma'am.
because I was wondering. the
3
only
years
thing
later.
they
Right,
did-
because they from the 2
Because I was
years.
looking at that, I was wondering how long it took them to do that, to cleanse the altar.
Oh, it probably took.
And during this whole time, they fighting the whole time while they working, and they got a troop fighting to keep them
Defending.
away while they trying to do all of it.
Yeah, so it probably.
Massive undertaking.
It probably, I would say at least 3 months.
Wow.
At the very least, because remember, they finished it during the 9th month, right? But obviously they started beforehand,
Yeah.
so it had to take, I would say, anywhere between 3 to 6 months, because they had to cut all the stuff down, build everything up, and then they got all the vessels back and the
And then with the
menorah
gold and
back.
stuff, they had to redo it.
Right,
That took a while.
so it was a massive project. So it had to take at least 3 to 6 months, at least. That's just a conservative number. It may have taken a year.
That's how-
You know, it may have taken a year because it was 3 years to the day that
Yeah.
that they cleansed and sanctified the temple from when the heathen did what they did. 3 years to the day. All right. All right, we're almost done. So let's pick up where we left off. 54 was it?
50
Or was it 50?
I'm on 52.
52. Okay.
Now, on the 5th and 20th day of the 9th month, which is called the month Caslu, in the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning and offered sacrifice according to the law upon the new altar of the burnt offerings which they had made.
Right.
Look at what time and what day the heathen had profaned it. Even in that was a dedicated with song and cisterns and harps and cymbals. Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the Most High of heaven, who had given them good success.
Good success, right? Because we earnestly believed that what we were doing was the right thing, right? Go ahead.
And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days
8 days, right? Go ahead.
and offered burnt offerings with gladness and sacrificed the sacrifice of deliverance and praise. They decked all the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields, and the gates and the chambers they renewed and hanged doors over them.
Right.
Thus was their very great gladness among the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away. Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days, from the 5 and 20th day of the month Caslu,
Right.
with myrrh and gladness.
So noting that this is the only high holy feast that transcribes months or translates over a month. Okay, goes from 1 month to the next, because starting from the 5 and 20th day of the month, 8 days goes into the next month. Okay.
Could I say something real quick?
Of course.
Their so-called Christmas is in the month of Caslu, and it's also the 25th day.
Of course.
So their Christmas and Hanukkah, it actually coincide, and would make you bring it up with how they say they deck it. They deck their idol tree with silver and gold. But it's the same 9th month, and they call this month December, which really means 10th. But they the same ninth month in the same exact day, the 25th. That's when they celebrate their Christmas, Saturnella.
Of course, because you know
Same day.
They have a semblance.
Right. No, I mean same day, but it had nothing to do with each other. Is what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Yeah, read on.
All right. Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days from the 20th day of the month Caslu,
Right.
with mirth and gladness.
Mirth and gladness. Go ahead.
At that time also they build up Mount Zion with high walls and strong towers round about,
Right.
lest the Gentiles should come and tread it down as they had done before.
So we built a giant wall around the city to defend it. Okay.
Fortress.
A fortress. Yes, we built a fortress. Now, who knows why the feast is 8 days? Who knows why? Why is the feast of Hanukkah 8 days? I know you know, Mike. That's off. Why, Caleb? You don't know? Why?
I thought it was maybe similar to like the Feast of Tabernacles.
That's right. That's correct. All right. Let's go to 2 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 18. 2 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 18. Because it's modeled after the Feast of Tabernacles. All right.
What was your question, sir?
I said, why is the Feast of Hanukkah 8 days? It's because it's modeled after the Feast of Tabernacles. Okay?
We're going second Maccabees what?
1 and 18.
We have the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 18. Therefore, whereas we are now purposed to keep the purification of the temple upon the 25th day of the month Caslu, we thought it necessary to certify you thereof, that ye also might keep it as the Feast of Tabernacles,
As the Feast of Tabernacles.
and of the fire
Go ahead.
which was given us when Nehemiah offered sacrifice.
Right. So just like when we dedicated the temple during the time of Nehemiah, we're going to keep it just like during the Feast of Tabernacles, because that's when the temple was originally dedicated,
Right.
during the Feast of Tabernacles.
Right.
Okay? Give me 2 Maccabees 10 and 6. Start at verse 5. I'm sorry.
We are reading out the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 10, verse 5. Now upon the same day that the strangers profaned the temple, on the very same day it was cleansed again.
Very same day.
Sorry, where are we?
2 Maccabees, chapter 10 and 5.
Right?
Now upon the same day that the strangers profaned the temple, on the very same day it was cleansed again. Even the 25th day of the same month, which is Caslu.
Yep. Go ahead.
And they kept 8 days with gladness, as in the Feast of the Tabernacles, remembering that not long before they had held the Feast of the Tabernacles. When, as they wandered in the mountains and dens like
There
beasts,
you go. So just a couple months earlier, we were keeping the Feast of Tabernacles in the mountains and in the wilderness. We couldn't keep it in Jerusalem. So we were up in the mountains and whatnot, keeping the Feast of Tabernacles. So we said, okay, we're going to dedicate it just like the Feast of Tabernacles. All right? Because that's when the original temple was dedicated. All right? So I'm going to stop there because, again, this is just the first day. All right? We have 7 more nights of feasting and celebrations. So this is just a brief overview of Hanukkah. We can get into the nitty gritty of it as the week goes along. But as far as the first night, this is why it's tonight. Okay? Because the 9th month, 25th day, Caslu. So we're going to feast and celebrate tonight. And, you know, we're going to continue our feasting throughout the week. Khan? All right. Yes, sis, you have a question?
So, New Moon actually gonna fall on what, the 7th day? Or
Yes,
the
because next Monday night is the 8th
The
night.
20,
The
so the
22nd.
21st is the Sunday.
Yes.
Okay. and
Sunday
I-
night for Monday, right? That's new moon, and then the following night is the closing of the feast. Okay? All hearts and minds clear? All right. With that, we say Shalom. Shar Ka'ad Kanakan. Gotta end the stream.
Great class. Great job.
All right. What's going on in the chat, Ben? Anything interesting?
No, I was just adding some comments.
Huh. Any scoffers?
No.
No, it shouldn't be no scoffers on a day like today.
You never know. The saints always in the midst.
Yeah, that's true. Uh-oh, stop playing. You're my man. Go ahead.
All right, hold on.
You get the songs? You get the songs?
No.
No? Give me some of that. You blow
Yeah,
my
Caleb's
horn.
in too.
You're blowing my horn better than me. Good cut.
Thank you for reading.
Imagine we're playing the Hakodam. Stand, turn, and face Jerusalem. Yabaraki Yahweh, Waya Shamarka, Ya'ar Yahweh, Ben Yahweh, Aliyaka, Waya Shemlaka, Shalom.
It's the whole stanza. You skipped the whole part.
I know. Yabaraka, Yahweh, Waya Shemlaka, Yahweh, Ya'ar Yahweh, Panyuwa, Aliyaka, Waya Kanka, Yahweh, Ya'ar Yahweh, Panyuwa, Aliyaka, Waya Shem, Akashalawam, Yahweh Mahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Ripa, Yasha Allah, Yahweh Mahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Ripa, Yasha Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Dananawa, Awa, Hashabah, Bashalawam, Abanawa, Bashamaya, Kwadash, Hayah, Shanka, Yahweh, Malakwatka, Taba'ah, Hatazarka, Hayah, Asha, Baratasa, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamaya, Dananawa, Chum, Kol, Gawung, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawaf Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kabawaf Yanawa, Wala'ah, Tabian Nawa, Banasayawa, Abal, Awashinawa, Man, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Waitapara, Sawalamya, Amad, La'ashara Matazawat, La'a, Yahaya, Lakar, Alahayim, Okarium, Al, Panya, La'a, Dayashar, Lakar, Pasal, Wala'a, Daibadam, La'a, Danakwaka, Sham, Yahweh, Bashawa, Zakar, Hayawum, Hashabat, Lakadashwa, Kabad, Abaka, Wa Amaka, La'a, Duratazak, La'a, Dana'a, La'a, Dagana, La'a, Dayana, Shakur, La'a, Takhamad, Kol, Ashura, Lera'aika, Aman, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahawa'ah, Adandanawa, Awar, Hashabah, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahawa'ah, Adandanawa, Awar, Lara'ah, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahawa'ah, Adandanawa, Hayayel, Quran, Lakara, Ha'ain, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahawa'ah, Adandanawa, Rayak, Nayakaka, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahawa'ah, Adonanawa, Faya, Agapim, Dawada, Demiyad, Aman, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Shemai, Lanawa, Aida, Shalak, Ma'ika'ala, Walahayim, La, Shema'ayel, Ho, Banyam, Yasha'ala, Barak, Ko, Banyam, Yasha'ala, Rapar, Ko, Banyam, Yasha'ala, Shema'ayel, Habiyatsuporian, Barak, Habiyatsuporian, Rapar, Habiyatsuporian, Shema'ayel, Zagran the Pot, Wanis, Zakar, Babad Adawan, Lawadia, Ash, Caleb, Madeline, Go.
No, you said go.
Christian, Malachi,
Samantha,
Kerry, Keegan,
Leah,
Dante,
Ronnie,
Dondre,
Junior,
Joshua,
Akiva,
Paris,
Shawanya,
Kodasha Yah,
Kadasha Yah, Celedonia, Banyamyan, Davinia, Barakium, Raparium, Kazakium, Zakarium, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Dawada, Demyad, Aman, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Shemad, Lanawa, Aida, Zalak, Ma'ika'ala, Walahayim, La, Shema'al, Gabara Malakah, Barak, Gabara Malakah, Rapah, Gabara Malakah, Bashim, Yahushai, Dawada, Demiyad, Aman, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Shemai, Lanawa, Aitha, Shalak, Ahabium, Rabium, Raparium, Rabium, Shalawumium, Rabium, Barakium, Ricalium, Alium, Rabium, Quelium, Saprium, Wa'akium, Wa'akiwa. Why, Yahweh, Yahweh the Shalimar, Bashim, Yahushai, Dawada, Demiyad, Aman, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Barak, Makal Nawa, Washatan Nawa, Dawada, Demiyad, Aman, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Wayasha'ala, Wahabiyat Suparia.
Shema
Israel, Yahweh our power, Yahweh is one. Yahweh and Yahweh shine. We're gonna praise and praise and praise thy name. We're gonna praise and praise and praise thy name. Oh Yahweh and Yahweh shine. We're gonna praise and praise and praise thy name. We're gonna praise and praise and praise thy name. Save me. Oh Yahweh. By thy name. And judge me. Oh Yahweh. By thy strength. Hear my prayer. Oh Yahweh. Give ear to the words of my mouth. For strangers are risen up against me, and oppressors seek after my soul. They have not put Yahweh before them. Behold, Yahweh is my helper. Yahweh is with them that uphold my soul. He shall reward evil unto my enemies. Cut them off in thy truth. I will freely sacrifice. I will freely sacrifice. I will freely sacrifice unto thee. I will praise thy name. I will praise thy name. I will praise thy name. Oh Yahweh, for it is good. For he has delivered me out of all trouble. And my eyes have seen his desire upon my enemies. Oh Yahweh, save me. Oh Yahweh, I will praise thy name. Oh Yahweh, send down Yahweh shine. Oh Yahweh, I will praise thy name. All praises to the God of God. Whom Yashala. On the rise. All right, Big Ben, what you got, Big Ben?
All right, I say all praises to the Most High. Shalom. Love that. All praises to everybody that came out so far. That's good. Let's continue the love, the unity. Let's pray for one another. Let's continue to forge on.